Hello designers! Let's talk a bit about the enhancements, the floral and fauna that we add to our gift baskets and boxes. In this example, I have a piece of floral greenery that goes from side to side inside of the box. I had to make sure before adding it that the stems on each side were low enough to be inserted into the box, because if it wasn't, then the greenery could come up and out, flip around, make for a terrible delivery to the customer. So I just had to make sure that the stems were long enough. And usually with floral greenery, the stems are nice and long, but sometimes they're not. You just want to make sure that they are low enough to be secure. Also, if I did not want to create this arch with the floral greenery, I would snip the greenery right here in half and add it to the back of the gift box. So you can do that certainly, of course. You want to have good pliers with the round circle in the middle. That cuts the greenery quite nicely, instead of, or rather than, scissors that may become dull when you want to snip such an item apart. You also see, in a way, here right at the edge, top edge of the box, is pine cones, or are pine cones. These pine cones were purchased from a wholesale supplier, just like the floral greenery was. And if I wanted to get the pine cones from a street, and a lot of our areas have pine cones all over the street, if you want to pick them up that way, you definitely want to either microwave them for 60 to 90 seconds or bake them at 350 degrees for about 5 minutes. That will destroy the organisms that may be in the pine cones that you just pick up off the street, because of course little critters make their way into nature's items. So make sure that you bake them or microwave them to make sure that there's not an extra little surprise in the gift baskets and boxes that you make for your customers. Ew. You don't want that. Let's go on to a second gift. And this one was made as a hostess gift that I showed on a television show. And I put this together with some acorn enhancements that you see on the side. You want to be careful of when you purchase your enhancements. I happened to buy these during the off season, so that the price was nice and low from a wholesale supplier. But the price can be nice and low also if you happen to see this at a retail store. So when you buy your enhancements, if you're not sure about this, the price is going to be good when you buy items off season. Just like when I go to a shoe store, at this point it's summer, I'm looking at winter shoes that are left over from the winter season so I can get a nice low price. So you want to make sure that you buy your enhancements, if possible, during the off season. There are times when a season appears or really occurs, and you see something that's brand new and you really want to add it to your gift baskets and boxes, and that's fine. You're not going to pay a big price, because your customer is certainly going to pay for the entire gift that you make for them. Also in this one, you see pine cones on each side of the tea box, the tea bags, and these again are from a wholesale supplier. I like how the color is a little different. You can certainly spray your pine cones with a bronze color or whatever color matches the gift that you are creating. And then, of course, you see some greenery, which I did snip from longer stems of greenery. I like doing that. At first, when I started making gift baskets, I thought that you couldn't snip. I didn't think about making the stems shorter. And then another designer showed me what she was doing, and I said to myself, yeah, I don't have to use the stems, the greenery, as long as it is. I can snip and make items, make it shorter. Can't make it longer, but you can make it shorter so that it fits nicely in your gift. How are you using your enhancements? Where are you buying them from? And how are you customizing the enhancements so that they work in your gifts and baskets the way you want them to? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if this is a video that you like so that I can share more about this. And I certainly have more to share with you as we learn, grow, and profit together. This is Shirley George Frazier wishing you baskets of success.